Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Nick Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Chubb fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned an AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Down left side on the swing pass. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
On the play, and it's third down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Taken down by
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
formation for the Browns.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here comes Rager. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, Herbert. Fires one, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now. That's out to Chubb, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Our team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mayfield on first down. Left side, it's Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And again, it's Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cleveland.
Complete to number 13.
Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and...
For a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Stride complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Chubb. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Chargers 21. Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
1st down, Browns.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Herbert. But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he stopped immediately there. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll run past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. And some room to work. Past the 20. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The ball carrier.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On the option, here's Eckler. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Gillen in punt formation.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Final minute now of the third quarter. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. They'll drop this one off to Eckler. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Third and 2, Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Setting up to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third down and 12. Intercepted, making a turning point they need. Grady Williams picks it off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
First down throw for Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Browns 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chargers 38, Browns 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
The Browns, 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 19-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This will be caught just inside the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.